Welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of the video where I will be planting the 3 of the pitaya fruits in the soil composition that I'm going to show you guys. So for the soil composition, I'm keeping it same as one of my previous videos on the soil composition for pitaya. Okay, main things would be, this is well sieved garden soil. Okay, this is really well sieved. Some of the gritty pieces are due to they not having loosened up because it was kept dry for a long time. Okay, so this is 50% of garden soil. Soil contains all the nutrients that your plant needs. You cannot just put it in sand and expect that it's going to give you fruits and flowers. No. The reason why most of the grafts has a whole lot of sand at their roots when you buy them from plant sellers is because they don't want those grafts to grow beyond control because they have to sell it. Okay, so they don't want to fertilize them, don't want to put them in a nutrient-rich soil. Okay, but you are going to be planting them in your garden or your roof just so you can get fruits and flowers. Okay? This is by volume 40% of mulch or cocoa peat. Okay, don't use the gritty coconut, chunky pieces of dry coconut. Okay, use well sieved coconut peat. Okay, it is very helpful for retaining all the water. It also soaks up the excess water during rainy seasons, and also it soaks up the moisture in the air, soaks up the excess moisture in the air and also from the soil. Okay, and keeps your roots from getting too dry. You don't want them for your dragon fruit plants. Okay, so and for that, and also it's really good for keeping the roots very airy, which is what the dragon fruit plants just totally love. So this is 40% by volume. Now the rest 10% is going to be a mix of gritty bits and pieces. Firstly, I'm using terracotta pot chips. Okay, these are from broken old terracotta pots. You can use hydroponic clay balls if you want. Okay, but that is not necessary. This is cheap and eco-friendly and will last for a very long time, keeping the roots very airy. Okay, for how I made this, you can check out that video also for the size and the types of gritty pieces of these that you should be using. This is coal, as in charcoal. This is the same thing that we use for our barbecue, but please do not use coal that you already have used in your barbecue because it contains traces of your whatever you have grilled over there. You know, like it drips when you are cooking them on the barbecue. The marinade drips into the coal pieces. So please don't use something that you have already used. This is fresh charcoal. This is not typically something that is biochar, but this will work just fine. This is natural, all right? And this is river sand. Very grainy, very gritty river sand, okay? If you are I would like to give you one advice that if you're getting this from some store or seller who sells construction materials, if you don't have a beach around you, having a beach around you would be really good. You can get fresh sand whenever you want. But if you don't have a beach around your house, then near your house, then you can just get this from construction suppliers. But just make sure that the sand is pure, does not contain traces of cement. Okay, so in the ratio of 10%, that is the remaining 10%, we are going to be using these 3 in the ratio of the remaining 10%. 50% of well-sieved garden soil, 40% of cocoa peat or mulch, sawdust will also be fine, and 10% mixture of these 3 combined. And there is also seaweed granules, as you can see. Okay, this also I will just be sprinkling. I'm not giving you a separate ratio for this, but this I'll just sprinkle a handful in the soil mix that I will be making. Let me show you the soil and all the components that I've arranged. And one more thing I would like to mention, that please do not use styrofoam or thermocol pieces. Many plant sellers tend to use that because it does keep the plant roots and stuff healthy, but it's really bad for the environment. So just follow this mixture, it should work just fine. Okay, so let me show you that. So all these things I have kept well arranged. Okay, garden soil. I will be adding more soil. Okay, this is just for showing you guys enough quantity of sand. You don't want too much of sand because it won't provide with the necessary nutrients. It's going to dry out the roots of dragon fruit plant way beyond your expectation. Okay, charcoal pieces and the gritty clay pot pieces. In my next video, I'll show you how I did the entire potting. Okay, I'll be back with that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye for now.